New video. I hope you are all doing great. This video was a compounding video, but in this video we will not use any type of indicators or support and resistance. We will just predict our next candle. For those who are new here and want to join us, the link is in the description. You can also text us on Telegram at @binary support. Additionally, we have launched our course. If you want to enroll, simply visit binarytradingexpert.com. You will see a course icon there, click on it, and you will be redirected to our other website, manishpati.com. Fill in all the details, follow the instructions, and text us on Telegram at @binary support. Alright, as you can see, I have $100 in my account, and we will do compounding with this $100. We have received many requests asking why we did not use a flag time, so in this video we will use a flag time of 1 minute. Let's find our first trade for $100. When I take the trade, I will explain why I did so. I got a trade on Apple OTC and I am waiting for this candle to close. If this candle closes above the red candle, then we will place the trade. Okay, this candle closed above the red candle and I am waiting for the entry on Apple OTC. I got my entry and placed the trade for an upside move worth $100. As you can see, the trade is going in our favor right now. You will notice there was a divergence and the green candle engulfed the previous red candle. This indicates that the trend was trying to reverse, which is why I took this upside move. The trade is currently going in our favor, but there are still 10 seconds left. Only a few seconds remain, and we won our first trade of the compounding session. Now, my balance has turned into $192. Let's find a trade for $192. I'll place the trade for $192 in Intel OTC. But since the candle is already down, we will avoid that. On Twitter OTC, we found a trade and I placed the trade for a downside move. As you can see, there was an uptrend followed by a divergence. Then you see one red candle here, which engulfed the green candle's body, so that's why I took this trade for the downside move based on the trend direction. On Twitter OTC, the market was trying to change direction to downward, which is why I took this trade. The trade is currently going in our favor, but there are still 5 seconds left. Now only a few seconds remain. And we won it. So we won our second trade, and now my balance has turned into $359. Let's find a trade for $359. Here we have a trade on Citigroup OTC for the upside move. But we will avoid that. On Amazon, we can try for the upside move because it's a continuation pattern. If you look at the back, there was one red candle followed by 3 green candles. Again, we see a red candle followed by a green candle, indicating a pattern of red followed by green. However, the candle is already up, so we will avoid that. It looks like there is a trade on Facebook OTC, and I placed the trade for the upside move. I entered a bit incorrectly, but I opened the price entry, and the candle gave a good entry. There was also an uptrend, and you can see that the previous red candle was unable to engulf the green candle, which is why I took this trade in the direction of the trend. On the backside, there was also a red candle, but it was not able to engulf the previous green candle, and one green candle was formed. By this pattern, I placed this trade for the upside move, and it is now going well. We won it. Now my balance has turned into $664. Let's find a trade for $664. Here we have a trade on Amazon. Now the candle is already down, so I did. I placed the trade for the downside move. As you can see, there was an uptrend and the target was showing an upward trend. Then a divergence occurred and you will see one solid green candle along with the red candle. Two green candles fulfilled the previous red candle, indicating that the downside move was strong. That's why I took this trade for the downside move. The trade is currently active, but there are still 10 seconds left. And we won. We won another trade. And now my balance has turned into $1,275. Next, we have a trade on FedEx, and I placed the trade for the upside move because the previous red candle was not able to engulf the green candle. Additionally, there was a continuation pattern, which is why I took this trade for the upside move. The trade is currently active. As you can see, the candle is trying to engulf the previous red candle, but it was unable to engulf the previous green candle. The trade is still active. Now only a few seconds remain and we won. We won another trade in the compounding session and my balance has turned into $2,448. Let's find a trade for $2,448. Here we have a trade on Boeing Company OTC and I placed a trade for the downside move for $2,448. As you can see, there was a red doji on the backside, followed by an uptrend. Then a divergence occurred, indicating that the trend was changing to a downward direction. That's why I took this trade for the downside move. Currently, the trade is not going in our favor, but there are still 15 seconds left. Now it's coming back, and the trade is going in our favor with only 5 seconds left. It's a win. We won another trade, and now my balance has turned into $4,700. Let's find a trade for $4,700. Let's look for a trade in cryptocurrencies. But there are no trades available. Let's check currency pairs. Okay, getting back to stocks, there are also no trades available in currency pairs. Now we have a trade on Alibaba OTC, and I placed the trade for the upside move. I might have entered a little early, but no problem. The trade is going in our favor, as you can see. There's a red candle followed by a green candle, and there are continuity patterns. The candle should move downward, and it does, but looking back at the previous candle, you will see a red candle with a long wick, which is why I took this trade to fulfill the previous candle's wick. Currently, the trade is not going in our favor, but it's coming back, and now the trade is going in our favor. Only a few seconds left, and we won it because of the gap up opening. We won another trade, and now my balance has turned into $9,024. Let's find a trade for $9,024. The previous trade seemed like a loss, but we won it because of the gap up opening. Now, looking at McDonald's, you will see a downtrend with many red candles. This type of pattern indicates that we should not take the trade. Now we have a trade on Apple OTC, and I placed a trade for the downside move worth $9,024. As you can see, there was an uptrend followed by a divergence, indicating that the trend changed to a downward direction. In the previous candle, you will see a continuity pattern, which is why I took this trade for the downside move. The trade is currently going in our favor, but there are still 20 seconds left. Now only 4 seconds remain, and we won another trade. My balance has turned into $17,326. Let's find a trade for $17,326. Here we have a trade on cryptocurrencies. And now we have a trade on Polkadot OTC. I placed a trade for the downside move worth $17,326. As you can see, there was a red candle left a huge wick, which is why I took this trade to fulfill the previous candle's wick. The trade is currently going in our favor. As you can see, there is a continuity pattern. If this candle fulfills the previous candle's wick, then the next candle will likely be green. We still have 10 seconds left, and the trade is going in our favor. The current candle is trying to fulfill the previous candle's wick, and it's a win. We won another trade, and now my balance has turned into $33,266. As I mentioned, if this candle fulfills the previous candle's wick, a green candle will follow. Alright guys, let's stop here. I don't want to lose my money. If you gained some knowledge, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments about this video. If you want to join us, the link is in the description, and you can text us on Telegram at @bbinarysupport. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.